Good morning, friends. Dr. Murphy with my Wow WTF Good News series. Now, imagine that God continues to speak through, inspire all authors. I'll read a couple of paragraphs today. You tell me if it doesn't sound a lot like the stories from the Old and New Testaments. All right, America doesn't do fascism. Trump is far more interesting than the dictator living in the liberal imagination. That's true. Words of wisdom. Midterms are Dems to lose, and they may. Bashing Trump and pandering to the kooky left is hardly a winning formula. The Surprising History of America's Song. God Bless America was a Jewish refugee's love letter to America. This new book. That book is dangerous of pages and pieties. The spread of this new orthodoxy shouldn't be surprising, for as the author notes, insatiability is a defining feature of moral crusades. As crusaders achieve victories, they expand the scope of their crusades. So true. Now, look at this last one. Tough fiscal lessons from my first year in the Senate. When I was a CEO, if I was faced with the prospect of bankruptcy and told my board that I had no plan to scale back spending or change strategy, I would have been fired on the spot. 1 year into the job as a senator, I'm starting to think that same principle should apply to elected officials. I joke with family and friends that the truest word of God is Christ on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know WTF they are doing. Now, we can also use WTF as welcome the future, because we're all going to be in heaven together after all this fighting and disagreeing on earth.